In this next topic, it's continuing with the EV price war. Hyundai has just dropped the price or added a big rebate to their vehicle, and their vehicle actually just came out, and that's the Ioniq 6, and the rebate is $5,000, which actually brings it cheaper than a Model 3. So we'll take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And we are certainly a Tesla fan channel. We've had the Model 3, the Model Y, S, and X. But on top of that, at the end of the day, we've always got to keep our eyes open to see, are there better deals out there? Because I'm also a fan of our wallet too, to make sure we're spending the right amount of money. But shout out to Inside EVs. The Ioniq 6 base price drops to $37,715, which undercuts the Model 3 MSRP before tax credits and incentives. So there's two things that's interesting here. The first thing is that, this is Hyundai, which is a legacy automaker for a certain aspect, and they were able to drop the price of their vehicle relatively quickly. And then the other thing is that, yes, it drops the price under the Model 3 MSRP, but there still are massive tax credits for the Model 3, which amounts to $7,500, that of course customers usually can qualify for at certain income limits. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. It seems like the EV price war continues, and on top of that, there is a $5,000 rebate and financing as low as 0.99% APR. Certainly I am a Tesla fan channel, but when you stack up all these different rebates, incentives, 0.99% APR, which is almost free money at this point, with interest rates nearing 5.69% from Tesla, and your cash sitting at 4 to 5% in the bank, it gets pretty interesting that an Ioniq 6, which I kind of look. I don't know if I'm a fan of the front of the vehicle. I'm certainly a fan of the back of the vehicle. That's kind of the trend these days. I like the back of vehicles more so than the front for whatever reason it might be, but that's a crazy deal. Of course, this vehicle does not qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, but if you lease it, then that's where you itemize the tax credit, or at least Hyundai Financial does it and then tries to pass it down on the lease payment. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. You still can get the $2,000 CVRP program for California, and so that certainly could make sense at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're, definitely check it out if you're interested.